Grab the ball now, son. Storm's rolling in.
Come on, Dev.
Time's running out on the first All-Texas Super Bowl. Time for just one play.
Okay, last play. Let's run slant, reverse, then run over here, okay? Dad, get away!
You worried about being an old broken-down man like me?
Exactly, we're changing it. Okay, flapjack, dead fish, 75. Break.
Colton Cruz rolls out wide. Texans down by 5.
We ain't the Texans, we the Cowboys.
Devin Wade at the line for the final play of the game. It's 4th and a mile. It's the biggest moment of your life.
Wady! 652. Hike. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. Yes! Touchdown! The Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Yeah! Oh my gosh! Shake and bake, baby.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Come on.
Here we go, Dad.
Come on, man!
Hey, keep it down.
I can't hear you.
Keep it down. You're gonna wake up the whole freaking neighborhood, man.
Well, that's good, man. Because I want everybody to know that today is the day that we put Mathis on the NFL map.
Yeah, you keep honking and yelling all over the place, and they're gonna know whether we want them to or not.
Okay.
And don't you dare leave out. Don't you
Come on, man. Lighten up. It's Indy, baby. Indy.
Yeah, man, if we freaking make it, I'm gonna be an icicle by the time we get to Dallas. Just turn up the heat or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you want to melt your face off, or did you want to keep your tootsies warm, or do you want to actually be able to see out the windshield?
Actually be able to see out the windshield.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
No pickup truck means you down on your luck. And boots and straw hats just a thing of the past anymore.
With my best friend and superstar quarterback Devin Wade. We've been in the car for a while now. Devin, how does it feel to know that in just 21 hours we will be at the Regional Combine, and in just 33 hours we will be signing contracts in the NFL?
Yeah, you know that's not how it works, right?
Yeah, I know. Okay, Super Regional Combine, NFL Draft, boring details, boring details.
Dang, man, you got us winning the Super Bowl, man. We ain't even made it to Memphis yet.
And there you have it, folks. Killjoy Wade locked in and ready for success. Whew. Oh, boy.
Yo, Colt. Hey, should I get this on camera, too?
Hey! Come on, dude. You know I can't go when people are watching. Seriously.
What?
Don't you dare do it. Not cool, man. I gotta keep my head held high. Come on, man. There's always gonna be another mountain. Always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes we're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast we get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. That's harmony.
That was really good.
It's the climb. You guys. Yeehaw! Told you I'd get you here on time.
Oh, whatever, man.
Hey, Devin, let's get this on my feed.
Yeah, let's not.
We made it to Indy, just under the wire. I'm half expecting a call from the Brickyard.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to drive like a maniac if you weren't taking selfies with every prop in Graceland, man.
Come on, man, we had to stop there. You gotta respect the king.
Yeah. I respect getting the check-in on time. Come on, they close down in 10 minutes.
Pushy. Someone's a worrywart. Wait, D. Let me get us together under this banner before they take it down. D, come on, I got 4 whole people watching.
Colt, if we missed the signing, man. Like right here?
All right, here. Finally made it to Indy for the Regional Combine. Look out, world. NFL, take note.
All right, we done, Scorsese?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Oh, got a heart. Oh, another one.
Hey, man. Oh, we're here. Sorry. Devin Wade and Colt Cruz.
Well, we closed down. I crossed y'all 2 off as no-show.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wait. See, I told you we should have hurried, man.
Excuse me, miss. I am so sorry we're late. You see, it's all my fault.
Nothing I can do. Empire's on.
Told you we should have stopped at Graceland.
Oh, did you say Graceland?
Yeah, wait. Do you like Elvis?
Do I like Elvis?
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with us? We shouldn't have gotten on the Graceland bus. But if you let us in the combine, no.
Well,
give you free tickets when we make the Super Bowl. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You know what? Y'all two jokers just made my night.
What's that mean?
Why not?
Yes. Oh, thank you so much.
Yes,
thank you.
you so much. You're not going to regret this. I promise you. Plus, I saw the spoilers for this week's Empire. You're not missing a thing.
You know what?
Huh?
I'm gonna need these too.
Dang, man.
Everything is falling darker every day and every night, like I thought it would.
Devin Wade just hasn't found his footing this season. He's had another rough go of it tonight. 2 interceptions. It's 3rd and 15. You have to think play it safe here. Punt the ball, regroup in the second half.
Hey, look at me.
Get up, Dad.
Son, what were you thinking?
Coach, I can make that throw.
Did you see the coverage? Take a seat.
Woo! Yo, man. Ha! This stuff fits. It fits. Yo, D. You all right, man?
What do you say? My bad.
I was just saying that this stuff fits perfect, man. I mean, look at me, dude. Look good, feel good. I'm ready for tomorrow. You try your stuff on yet?
Nah, but I'm good.
All right, you sure you good?
Good.
Okay. Because you know I need you right tomorrow. Come on, D. You gotta be hooking me up in front of all those scouts, man. I need all the help I can get, you know? All eyes on us, baby. Uh-oh. Deep ball. Oh, he tracks it. Oh, he's got it. Oh no. He scores. Woo! Yes, sir. Hey, man, in all seriousness, what do you think? We go to the same team? I don't want to go to Denver, man. How about Miami? Miami'd be fun.
In Austin, National Director of the Regional and Super Regional Combine. Hello, and welcome. I want to say right away that this is world-class athletics, gentlemen. In 5 years, we've only had 156 players out of 2,200 make it to the NFL. That being said, you have an opportunity today to impress scouts from all 32 NFL teams.
You ready to beat the odds?
From this moment on, you're being evaluated. You know, folks refer to you guys as long shots. Well, I like long shots. Listen up. I know how important today is to you. We want you to raise your draft grade. Create some value that you can use to shop yourselves to NFL teams. But you have to do your part. Relax as much as you can and just do your best. And we're going to start with a pocket movement drill. Now pay attention. I want you to take a 5-step drop, and I'm going to give you a direction to move in. And when I'm done, I'll yell ball, and I want you to throw it to that receiver over there. You understand? Move. 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 Ball. Nice throw. Who's next? All right, let's move on to the route tree. I want each of you to take a 5-step drop and then throw the route that your receiver will be running. Let's see the first 3 guys throw. Wade, you're up.
Dang, man.
You all right?
I can't hold on to a thing.
Hey, keep your head up.
You know, maybe if you were throwing to me, I could make a play.
Next up.
I can't switch places.
Oh, come on, D. I need this.
Gee. Hey, excuse me, bud. Hey, do you mind if we swap?
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You're the best, D. Thanks.
Hey, just make sure you catch it.
Next up.
Man, what was that? Why'd you leave it so short? You didn't think I could get there?
Did you want to risk making a drop?
No, you're right.
All right, let's see if Wade can throw this out. Nobody's been able to hit it all day. Great work, gentlemen. Now, for some of you, this is the end of the line. For others, we'll see you at the Super Regional Combine. All the best.
Yo, Dev? I thought that was you. I see you still got that cannon for an arm.
What up, Mario?
Heard you, you're in the Middle East or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah? You still got them happy feet?
I don't know. You still too slow to play linebacker?
I was fast enough to bring you down.
What are you talking about? You sacked him like once in high school.
disrespect, man. I give mad props to anyone who give your boy here a full ride.
You know what, maybe we'll see you at the Super Regional. If you make it.
Oh, kidding, I'll make it. I don't know about your boy, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, let's get out of here, man.
Let's go work on them hands.
You think I played well enough, right?
Man, don't listen to Mario. He's an idiot. Always has been.
I know, but is he right?
Look, dude, you were great. Okay, you had one of the best 40 times of the day.
Yeah, but not as fast as I needed to be.
Devin Ward.
It's Wade.
Devin Wade, of course. Ross Fountain. How would you like to be a TV star?
I don't think I would.
Love it. Love the humility. I love everything about you. I'm the executive producer of a new show, and I think you are perfect for it. We're gonna work with an NFL wannabe.
Hopeful.
Right. Hopeful. For 6 weeks. Pair him with a Super Bowl winning coach, and bring a zero.
A long shot.
Right. It is the name of the show. A long shot from the depths of the unknown to being drafted by an NFL team.
We love your story, Devin.
I love your story, Devin. We've been trolling all the regional combines, and I want you to be our long shot.
We'll do it.
We'll do it. Is he?
This is Colt Cruz, Devin's teammate at UT. He's the other guy we circled.
Right. Related to Tom? I'm kidding. Although that would be great for ratings. You are the same height. Nope. I gotta take this. Julia?
I'm Julia Vasco, the producer of Longshot. We came here today hoping you'd be this good. And you were.
But why me?
Who cares why, Dev? It's a chance of a lifetime.
Colt's right. You're probably going to get an invite to the Super Regional. But we offer first-rate coaching with a Super Bowl winner, first-rate facilities, and the latest in VR training.
See? It's a no-brainer, Dev.
Yeah, I'll consider it.
Maybe just take some time to think about it. I'm here if you have any questions.
We will be in touch.
So, you're in?
Whoa.
We've got a long drive ahead of us, so we better get going.
They live in Texas.
Driving? This guy is a freaking gold mine. We'll fly you home to get your stuff.
Devin wants to think it over.
Think about what? The show? Sport, this is a once-in-a-lifetime, and we start production in 2 weeks.
I just need time to think.
You'll have plenty of time to think about what might have been after being undrafted. We were sitting by 2 guys. One remembered you as the quitter from Texas, and the other didn't remember you at all.
Hey.
For horses. If you think the pros are gonna come calling, think again. You need this. Time's up. Indianapolis.
You have my card.
No, I'm not kidding.
Yes, ma'am. We should get going.
We're here tonight talking about William B. Travis High School's Doyle Lawson. Just named starter for next season, and it's only February, folks. Let's go to Amy from Amarillo.
This has got me hotter than a pepper jack after what Lawson pulled last year. We're in a street fight with Abilene High, and this kid's moping on the bench with a dang towel over his head.
Whoa, Amy! I'm sure you know his brother had been diagnosed with leukemia just 2 days before.
I don't care if he lost his puppy.
Hey, I was listening to that.
That's the problem. People like you listening to this garbage.
No, I was trying to stay awake. It's not like you're talking to me.
You know, what gives her the right to rip this kid? Huh? She doesn't even know him or who he is. You know, people think they can judge you based on how they think you should behave, man. We're talking about a high school kid here.
Okay. Well, leave it off. Jeez.
I know you think this reality show is a golden ticket and all, but You don't get it, man. Once this stuff comes, it just hits you at all directions, man, and it don't stop.
Oh, come on, Dev. Can't take that stuff so personal.
Colt, are you hearing yourself? That's the problem, man. It is all personal. That's all personal.
Look, Dev, I know what you've been through. I do. But I'm telling you, man, I think this one is gonna be different.
Breaking news, folks. Just 3 short months after his papa died and only 4 games into what was to be a promising career, Devin Wade has quit the Longhorns. Tons of calls pouring in. Let's go to the phone lines.
Now, the Longhorns invested so much on this guy, and now he quits. The Longhorns are letting him hold the bag. Dad died. So what? You gotta man up. Why is this a bad thing? Wade threw 7 interceptions in 3 games. Good riddance.
On Twitter, we got @TexasForever99, who says, thanks to @13 Devin Wade for ruining our season. What a total bust.
How does a guy go from being one of the best high school quarterbacks the state of Texas has ever seen to this? I can't believe we were all fooled by that loser. We went from Colt McCoy to this. It makes me sick.
Oh boy, this does not look good.
Oh, man.
Starting quarterback Caleb Young just took a big old shot on that play.
Ouch.
And it looks like he's done for the night.
Kind of this game's getting out of hand. We need some spark. Something. How about those 2 freshmen? Put them in?
Oh, Devin. You're up.
This is it. Time to shine.
No matter what happens, I need both. Now get out there and show them what you're made of.
Well, Randy, it looks like Coach Jameson has given up on this game, and maybe even a season. Freshman Devin Wade has just run onto the field.
I love this move. Caleb wasn't doing much before he got hurt, so let's see what Wade can do. If he's anything like his daddy was, we might have a chance to salvage the season.
Okay, boys. Let's go have some fun out there. Boys, look, I know we haven't won a lot of games recently, but that is now. All right, I won't let us lose this game. Everybody with me?
Yeah, D.
All right, here we go. Ready? Right.
Let's show these yellow jackets what it feels like to get hit by a cruise missile.
I gotta say, folks, I didn't expect a whole lot from these freshmen when Caleb Young went down, but these Bullfrogs have come out and played with a fire like we haven't seen in some time.
I don't want to jinx it, but we might actually win this thing.
Well, folks, at one point we thought this one was over, but we've got a 7-point game in our hands here.
Oh, Cal, I can't see.
It's interesting after that last score.
Yup, that's right, Cal. It's all because of Devin Wade. Right now, Devin Wade is the future of Mathis football.
Time left on the clock in a tie ball game. Devin Wade has been impressive so far in relief of Caleb Young, bringing the Bullfrogs back from a huge deficit. Can we turn this losing streak around and win this game? Got a man? Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
That's right! That is right!
The Bullfrogs win it! Wade pulls off the impossible as Mathis comes back from a huge deficit to steal this one. Randy, this might have saved the season.
I'm telling you right now, Devin Wade, Colton Cruz, these 2 guys, you watch. You watch 4 years from now. Ooh, the sky's the limit!
Dev.
Hey, you really think this will be different?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And honestly, I mean, what's there to go back to anyway?
Yeah.
Dev, just trust me.
You still got that producer scar?
Heck yeah.
Hey, Miss Vasco.
Hey, Dev. Your car's here. Hey, man, need any help?
Still gotta do the dishes.
Oh, I'll do that. You got bigger fish to fry. Namely, being on live TV tonight.
You think I'll do all right?
You kidding? You're Devin Wade. You're gonna be better than the best, man. Trust me.
Thanks, man.
What they got you doing out there, anyway?
I don't know.
Well, I guess they'll probably have you throw the ball around a little bit, get warmed up. And then they'll have you throw that 20-yard out. Bring everyone to their feet.
Yeah, well, my arm feels ready, man. That combine really woke me up.
That's what I wanted to hear. And the Jack Ford is gonna be there tonight. That is super cool.
Guess I gotta go.
Hey, man, if you're nervous, I can always go with you.
I could ask if...
Oh, shoot. You know what? I can't. I got a call last night. Unfortunately, somebody dropped out, and I have to go to that. What do they call that again? Super Regional Combine.
What?
Yeah, crazy, right? Dallas, 2 weeks.
I told you, man. Guess I gotta go.
Who'd have thought, Dev? 2 guys from Mathis making it this far. This guy's impatient.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Take your time. I'll tell him you're coming.
Thanks, man.
Before you were born, this was my prized possession. For my perfect game in high school. His 7-touchdown Pop Warner game. I love that Colt had you autograph it. I know you don't remember much about her, but your mama loved you so much. Yes, you did it, son. You did it. Your first big win, you bring the game ball home and put it right in here. Love that.
Welcome to Longshot.
Thank you.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Can you back up a bit?
Oh, you'll get used to that.
Yeah, I ain't so sure.
Oh, you will. Let's get you settled.
Okay.
What are you up to?
You'll see. 1 sec. You guys ready for Devin? Devin, up the ramp.
Ready for what? Why would you possibly do this? Devin, hold on. Tell me what you're up to.
My job. Into the bright lights you go.
What is all this?
You remember how we went to 6 regional what's-a-doozes before we found Devin?
Yes, and?
You know what? I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Please welcome the host of our show and legendary coach, Jack Ford.
Hello and welcome to Longshot.
I'm Jack Ford, and tonight we're going to be introducing you to 4 quarterbacks, each one brought here thinking he was the lone long shot.
What?
But after scouring all 6 regional combines, it was clear that there were 4 quarterbacks who were worthy of starring in this show.
They can't do that.
Ross, you didn't.
I did. I so did.
4 of you will all battle it out on live television, all for the opportunity to work with me in our state-of-the-art facility in your quest to go from long shot to an NFL roster. You're going to be put through a series of tests where you can prove to me that you've got what it takes, and there isn't much time to impress. One of you is heading home tonight.
I know you couldn't trust these people. You're just lucky they didn't want you.
First, though, let's introduce our long shots.
The University of Kentucky standout who injured his knee his junior year. It's Tredarius Johnson. A backup at Wisconsin. It's Josh Butterly. A starter at Bowling Green, considered a system quarterback. It's Mike Schmizniak. And a freshman starter at Texas, who walked away from football 3 years ago. It's Devin Wade.
Now, I've spent the past week studying tape on all of you. And for some, this was a good thing. For others, it raised more questions than answers. And 2 of you will answer those questions right now. Josh Butterly, step forward. Please step forward. The producers of Longshot have given me carte blanche to cut one of you right out of the gate. But between the 2 of you, there wasn't enough tape for me to decide, so this is your chance to show me something right now. Josh Butterly, we'll start with you first.
What was that? That's not what we talked about.
I know.
It's so much better. And how is that going to tell us who the better football player is?
I leave that to you. You're back on.
It's simple, gentlemen. You will now be tested on arm strength and accuracy. Avoid the obstacles and score as many points as you can in the allotted time. You have 30 seconds. Higher point total wins. Ready? Begin. Josh Butterly, unfortunately, your quest to be our long shot ends here. Best of luck. The rest of you, get some rest. Tomorrow, 2 more of you are going home.
What was that?
That's what I like to call amazing television. They didn't name me executive producer for nothing. Vice presidency, here I come.
But those guys had no idea.
I know, right? That was the best part. Did you see the look on their faces? Hilarious.
Don't doubt it.
Oh, I'm blowing up. Spence, buddy.
Did you hear that whole exchange?
Did you know?
Look, Ross knows what he's doing.
Wisniak Johnson. Today we're going to test you on mind, body, and intangibles. And after these drills, one of you will be cut, so give this everything you've got. Devin, since you had the least amount of tape to review, you'll kick things off for us. Devin, welcome to the play calling assessment. An NFL quarterback must be able to call plays in the huddle, and I'm here to see if you have the ability to pull that off. When I worked with Big Ben, it was like he knew what I was going to call even before I called it, and that's one reason that he's so successful. Now here's how it works. I'll call a play into your headset, and you have to call the play back to me in the correct order. Now, your ability to remember these plays will have a big impact on whether or not you stay on the show. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, weak, double trail. X go, wide dig, Z shallow. All right, last play. What's the first section?
Gun bunch weak.
Excellent. What's next?
Double trail.
Yep.
X go.
And?
Wide dig.
Lastly?
Z shallow.
Well done, Devin. Good work. Well, that's the end of the play call assessment, and you did about as well as I expected you to. If I were you, I'd get ready for the next challenge.
Hey, man, you're right.
How'd it go in there?
Shoot, man, I don't know. I think I did good, but that guy's just so tough to read, you know?
Any advice?
Yeah, if you don't know the answer, don't guess.
Devin, come in.
All right, man.
Good luck, bro.
Devin, have a seat. It's time for the football IQ assessment. Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions that I'd expect any NFL quarterback prospect to know. You ready? What position is highlighted on the screen? Receiver on this.
He's right there.
Okay. What personnel are we in on this play?
It's 22.
I see. Well, there's not much of a surprise there. Head out to the practice field. We'll take a look at you out there.
If you don't mind, I'll stick around, see if you can maybe try to match what I did.
Whatever, man. Knock yourself out.
Devin, hustle up. It's time for the field test assessment. Now, I'm going to evaluate your timing and your accuracy as you throw a variety of routes. Players like Aaron Rodgers are as great as they are because they know where to throw the ball and they know when to throw it. And if you can't do that, then you will not make it as a quarterback at any level. Got it? Now that the assessments are complete, it's time for me to sit down and carefully evaluate each of you on tape. There's some good. And there was a lot of bad out there today. I got a lot to think about. I'll see you tomorrow. I've evaluated your performance, and middling will not cut it in the NFL. Tre'Davious Johnson, unfortunately, your quest to be our long shot ends here. Best of luck. Wade, Schmizniak, the two of you have shown the capacity to challenge for a spot in the NFL. But now, it comes down to intangibles. And I'm going to meet with each of you one more time, and this is going to determine who will be Longshot's leading man.
Coach, how's it going?
Don't sit down. Get under center. I want to hear your cadence. Let's go.
Any cadence?
That's your center. Let me hear your cadence.
Okay. Blue 80. Blue 80.
All right. Give me a play that you remember calling in college.
Wait, Coach, I'm not really sure why this matters.
This is the attitude you're gonna bring to the show?
No.
You ever call plays before? Devin, let me ask you something. Why are you here?
Because football's my life.
You trying to convince me or yourself? Mike, can I help you with something? Take a seat, Mike. Devin.
Yeah, Coach.
Can you get the door?
It should be quick. What did Jack ask you? No questions. Just talked about how much he loves my tape. So.
It's not about who's the better player. It's about who will make a better show.
Look, I'm telling you that Schmizniak is your safer choice.
What is safe about a guy whose last name will literally break your autocorrect? Besides, you're the one that said Wade had a huge lopside.
It's upside.
Look, Wade's got a special arm, but he hasn't called plays at any level.
Calls, it's all text messages these days anyway, am I right?
Wade is miles behind. I don't see how I can get him where he needs to be with 5 weeks until the draft.
Well, looks like Julia hired the wrong guy.
Well, I'm the wrong guy? I won a Super Bowl.
As an assistant coach.
I sent my quarterbacks to the Pro Bowl 17 out of the 20 years that I was in the league.
Circumstantial.
I was supposed to be the football guy. You're supposed to run the show. That's the dynamic we agreed to.
Is it? Is it, Jack? Because, I do believe that this is your autograph on this contract, is it not?
I give up.
Oh, come on, Jack. Wade's father's dead, his mother's way dead, and now Jack Ford is going to abandon him too? That's okay. That's fine, go. Julia, get Bill Cowher on the phone. Jack's going back to his NFL job. Oh, wait, I forgot. No one will hire you.
Okay, stand down, fellas, please.
Fine. But it's got to be my way. Start.
Great! He's back in.
I'm sorry,
I'll be on set in 5 minutes, but you keep that lunatic away from me.
We're almost ready for you guys.
No offense, but what's the holdup?
May the best man win.
Yeah.
I got a tinkle, but I'm too nervous to move. Me too.
This decision wasn't an easy one. Both of you are worthy candidates, but based on intangibles, one of you deserved it more.
Oh, no.
Dude!
Devin Wade, congratulations. You're our long shot.
Yeah, baby!
I told you could do it.
I'm sure they'll find some way to screw him over. You just watch.
Yeah, I'll watch him be the long shot. That's what I'm gonna... Hey, baby! Okay. Okay, once. That's enough. That's enough. I knew you could do it, Dan. We're the long shots, baby! We're the long shots! Woo! Yeah!
And now, let's take a look back at Devin Wade's long shot journey.
You gotta be kidding me. Hey, good luck, man. Guess by intangibles they mean dead parents, huh? Good luck.
Made it this far, but don't get too comfortable. It takes more than a big arm to be an NFL quarterback. Tomorrow the real work begins.
Yes, sir, Coach. Yeah, I just wanted to say it's a real honor to...
Why don't you put the phone away and dump the food? This isn't daycare. We're here to work.
Yes, sir.
Now, there's not a lot of film on you, so I want to start by looking at the footage of your final college game. I need you to focus.
Yes, sir, Coach.
All right, looks like you got Cruz in the slot here. Why'd you force the ball to him?
I thought he was open.
No, you thought he was open or you saw he was open? Because I can see your eyes. Looks like you're throwing blind over the middle.
Well, Colt's always a safe bet, so...
Yeah, well, there's no such thing as always a safe bet. I don't care if Antonio Brown's running the routes. Why not take the sack?
I don't know, I just wanted to make a play.
Yeah, well, you did. For the other team. Down 21 in a downpour on the wrong side of the field. What's the upside you complete that pass? A 7-yard gain?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, 7 picks in 3.5 games. There's no guessing, Devin. The tape always tells a story.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're gonna start from 0. You haven't taken a snap in 3.5 years. And we're gonna find out what our base is, and we can advance as quickly as you are capable. Got it?
Yeah.
So am I right in assuming that you know defensive and offensive formations since you played high school football in Texas?
Sort of.
Well, now what does that mean when you say sort of? Do you know them or not? Let's see. Now, what formation is that offense in?
It's single back.
Of course it is. You had me worried for a minute. Let's move on. Now, where's the safety in this formation?
He's right there.
Good. You're gonna need to be able to identify the safety on every play once you step foot on the field. Practice field. Identifying matchups. Let's apply that to the field. And we'll do that by calling a play, and then we'll take a closer look at the matchups we can exploit.
Wait, we're calling plays? I've never done that before. UT, the coach, just held up little pictures on the sideline telling me what to do.
Same idea. Except in the NFL, it's more involved. Think of it as a recipe for an entire offense. One word gives you the formation to line up in. Another one tells a receiver which route to run. It's as simple as that.
Okay, that doesn't seem so hard.
Where it gets hard is when these play names become long and complicated. So I'm going to give you a play, and I want you to repeat it back to me in the same way that you would deliver it in the huddle during a game.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Let's apply that to the field. And we'll do that by calling a play, and then we'll take a closer look at the matchups we can exploit.
Wait, we're calling plays? I've never done that before. UT, the coach, just held up little pictures on the sideline telling me what to do.
Same idea, except in the NFL, it's more involved. You think of it as a recipe for an entire offense. One word gives you the formation to line up in. Another one tells a receiver which route to run. It's as simple as that.
Okay, that doesn't seem so hard.
Where it gets hard is when these play names become long and complicated. So I'm going to give you a play, and I want you to repeat it back to me in the same way that you would deliver it in the huddle during a game.
Okay.
Z post.
Y option.
I pro.
Good. Next.
Bench.
Right.
That tells everybody what to do.
X out.
Right.
That tells that receiver to run an out route.
Z post.
Z post is correct.
What does that mean?
Right side receiver runs a post?
Good. Typically, the receivers on a play are labeled X, Y, and Z. X is on the left, Z is on the right, and Y lines up somewhere in between them.
Okay. Last one.
Y option.
Great. You just called your first play. Hopefully it won't be your last.
I wasn't trying to be funny, Wade.
You have to get this stuff down, or you have no shot after this show.
Focus.
Okay, Coach. Thanks. Coach.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah. Somehow you've managed to take all the excitement out of America's most exhilarating game. I've got 5 cameramen filming a guy reading diagrams.
They're formations.
They probably are. Walk with me, Jack. Whoa. It's time to take the training wheels off.
Training wheels? We just got started.
Devin's gonna be playing a full-blown game on live television. 32 scouts, 100 NFL teams will be there, a media blitz. It'll be the biggest live TV event since Neil Armstrong landed on the moon!
When?
I think it was 1969.
No, I meant the full-blown game.
We're still talking about that? It's in 2 weeks.
Against who?
That's the best part. No. I want it to be a surprise.
Look, he's not ready. You're setting this kid up to fail.
Ah, you'll figure it out. And if you don't, you'll never work again, Jack.
Yeah, but 2 weeks? You know, when you said we were starting at 0, I didn't realize we would be suddenly going 100 miles an hour.
All right, well, neither did I.
There's just so much to prepare. In 2 weeks? I'm not sure that's possible.
Look, Devin, it's important to... Look, every challenge that we are presented with is an opportunity. Yeah.
Jack?
Devin, how could you not tell me how crazy amazing this place is, man?
Wait, Colt, what are you doing here?
Oh, she came down to Mathis last night and signed me up. Guess they didn't see the point of keeping the real star of their show off camera anymore.
Oh, what about the regional combine?
Oh, man, what's good for you is good for me.
Colt will help you get up to speed, and he can play with you in the game.
Well, I'm glad you're here, man.
Of course. Holy smokes. The honest-to-goodness Jack Ford.
If you could put the phone away.
Oh, yes, sir.
I will leave you three to it.
He has got the hat and everything.
Take a seat.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
All right. I was just telling Devin here that we've got 2 weeks.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Which is reality. And we're gonna approach this like we're on a bye week. So I'm gonna give you a first-hand look on what it's like for an NFL quarterback to prepare for an opponent.
Hey-o! Hate to interrupt Blue's Clues, but if you could put down your crayons. Who's he?
Colton Cruz, Mr. Fountain. Devin's best friend. We met at the combine.
Oh, right, yeah. Full heart, bad hands can lose. Do you know that game you guys are gonna be playing? A couple guys you never heard of just signed on. Dwight Freeney and Lamar Woodley. The ratings are gonna be through the roof! Yeah, I just talked to the old Lammer myself. He said after having a year off, he's in great shape and really looking forward to punishing quarterbacks.
Don't worry, we're gonna smoke these guys.
But, it shouldn't be a problem for Devin, you know, with all the reading that you guys have been doing.
If you've finished, we're gonna get back to work.
Okay, going.
Let's get to work. We're gonna be ready. Okay, Devin. I feel like we made some strides early, but things started to fall apart when we got to the matchups and the adjustments you need to make.
It's just so much being thrown at me at once. I mean, 1 minute I'm calling plays, the next I got 5 seconds to look up every matchup on the field. I can't do it.
Yes, you can. Hey, listen, I'm here, buddy. I'm gonna help old Jack here figure out a way to get through to you. When have I ever let you down?
Yeah. All right, let's go back to matchups. And this time we're gonna factor in down and distance, which you admittedly struggled with at UT.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 1 at midfield, tied in the 4th quarter. What's the defense expect us to do here?
Throw to the high receiver?
Nah, D. Why would they be expecting that? It's 2nd and 1. They think you're gonna run it, pick up the first down. 99% of teams out there would do that in this situation.
So now that we know that they're expecting us to run, well, what can we do to exploit that?
Throw a pass?
Are you sure? Yeah, it'd be the perfect time to hit them with a play-action pass.
Yeah, see, you're lined up in a formation that teams run out of all the time, so the defense won't be expecting it. You can fake the run, hit him for a big gain on that pass play.
Okay.
See, your key here is the safety. Yes, no?
Oh, I got that's easy. Right there.
No.
Oh. Okay, Dev, is this Sky or Buzz? Sky or Buzz, Dev?
Colt, I don't know. Look, I don't even know what I'm supposed to know.
Because you just do, Dev. Come on. I gotta go.
Wait, I thought we were going to dinner.
We'll get it tomorrow.
I don't freaking know. That didn't make any sense. Sky.
Hey, Coach. Coach, I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I was reading about Cam Newton. In his rookie season, the Panthers simplified everything for him, so he only had to read 1 or 2 things on each play. And, well, I was wondering if you might be willing to do that for Devin.
It's interesting.
And, well, I know Devin isn't the most open book, but I know every play he's ever run. I know which ones he's good at and which ones he ain't.
You like Detroit-style pizza?
Sir?
We're gonna need brain food. This could take all night. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I'm impressed.
Really? Well, do you think it'll work?
Well, it better. We'll see how Devin responds, and then back here tomorrow night to make adjustments.
Yes, sir. Woo!
Here we go. All right, 6 days till the live game. It's time to change it up. Now, based on Colt's idea, we have a new plan.
Yeah, it was the Cam Newton stuff I was telling you about.
So we're gonna do some simple reads off defenders. So let's focus, get some good work in. All right, let's start out slow. Instead of reading the entire field like I've been expecting you to do, we're only gonna focus on one side of the field. Now, in this situation, you only have to worry about Colt and the tight end. Ignore every other player on the field.
Now, the tight end is gonna be running an out route to the sideline. I'm gonna be running a curl.
You only have to make one read on this play. When the tight end runs his route, is he covered by the linebacker? If he is, you throw it to Colt. If he's not, then you throw it to the tight end. Simple, right? That's it?
Yep, just one read.
All right, let's go. See? Great read. Okay, now we got a safety back there, and the corner's still covering Colt.
Just need to make one read here, D. Now, we know the corner's in zone because
he's facing the middle of the field.
Good. Now we're gonna attack that safety, make him cover one of our receivers. And when he does it, cover should be open, right?
Okay.
Ready?
Boom! Great read.
Okay, we're gonna read the cornerback on this play. One simple read again.
The slot receiver's gonna be running a deep corner route to the sideline. If the cornerback covers him, that should leave me open on the curl. If the cornerback covers me, slot receiver should be open. Make sense?
I think so, yeah.
See, that's just another example of a matchup mismatch. We're exposing the truth by forcing one of the defenders to show us who he's covering. And then we make the defense pay for it by throwing it to the guy who's wide open. All off one read. All right, let's take a break. I think we're finally making some great progress.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, thank you for being here today. Take a look down. Look at your feet. You see them standing there? Say hi to them, wave to them. Hi feet, how are you? Where are you standing, feet? Ask them that. You're standing on the cusp of history. I have assembled Drago. And in Devin Wade, I found Rocky. Tomorrow night's game will be the football equivalent of World War III. And now, the man of the hour, the star of Longshot, Devin Wade.
Oh, man, I'm so proud of you. You've come this far.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not make it weird. All right, good. Questions, fire away. Nothing's off limits.
Leaving him up there alone is not a great idea.
You gotta give them what they want, Julia.
Ross.
Right here.
What's this game experience going to prove about Devin Wade? What I mean is, this is basically NFL competition, and you haven't played football at any level for what, 3 years?
I have been away for a few years, yeah, but I have a great team behind me, and I couldn't do it on my own.
Then let me cut to the chase. Are you ready mentally?
I mean, I don't know if you're ever ready until you're in it.
Devin, I covered your career at the University of Texas. You ever call Coach Hauser to apologize? And if you don't excel tomorrow night, all their eyes on you. What's to stop you from hightailing again?
Okay, Coach Hauser knew it was a difficult time for me. And for tomorrow, I guess, I just want people to know what I'm capable of.
What are you capable of? It's a pretty big leap to go from some guy walking down the street and become an NFL quarterback in 6 weeks.
What makes you capable to judge me?
When your father died, you struggled badly playing Division I. What makes you think you can go to the pro level?
I don't know. I guess
You have to step in.
He's fine.
Hey, after you left UT, you went into hiding. A 5-star blue-chip quarterback doesn't usually vanish. Where'd you disappear to? Earth to Devin. Where'd you go?
Sorry, what was that?
Okay, that's all the time we have for questions. Thank you all for being here. There will be a meet and greet in the lobby with the NFL legends.
Okay, thank you, Julia, and thank you, Devin. Let's get in here real quick. Okay, and don't forget, tell everyone to be sure to tune in tomorrow night when Devin steps in to the Thunderdome.
Hey, Pat, to you and the viewers out there, I got to tell you and fill you in on this new reality series called Longshot. So, Pat, let me ask you this. Does Devin Wade realistically have a shot to make an NFL roster?
Jimmy, they're calling it the long shot for a reason. This is going to be a ridiculously long shot. Those NFL legends, these are some of the greatest competitors and the greatest minds of the game over the last generation. They're not going to give it to this kid for free. They're not going to let him come in here off a limited college experience and make an NFL football team. But I will say this, if Devin goes out there and performs well, there's going to be a lot of noise. There's going to be a lot of excitement. And, Jim, I got to tell you, I don't think he can do it.
Well, this is going to be interesting to watch.
Any here or here?
Ross, you have a minute?
For my boy Devin here, I've got the rest of both of our lives.
Mr. Fountain, I want to postpone doing the live game.
You guys. Okay, this is a candid camera thing. This is going to be good for the show, by the way. I love this. I love this. All right, guys, come on out. This is good. You got me? Got me!
No, see, after last night, I realized I just need more time. I wanted to come tell you myself. But I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You're sorry? Okay. Sorry doesn't cut it. When there's a throng of scouts and media all here for your benefit, salivating to see you perform, you couldn't have brought this up a little sooner?
Jack told you 2 weeks ago it was a bad idea.
Jack! You know what? Is not going anywhere.
Devin, let's go.
Is everything cool in here?
Oh, it is now. Suit up, little man, because you're taking Devin's spot in tomorrow's game.
I'm a wide receiver.
I always knew there was something off about you. Fine! Get me Smizniak. Get me Smith... Rhonda? Hello? Hello? Oh, this thing's not even plugged in!
Calm down.
Calm down? You're fired!
What? You can't do that.
I just did.
We're out of here.
Jack Ford was right about you.
You what?
Oh, yeah, he didn't want you. Nobody did. I'm glad you're ruining your stupid grid steel career. Guys. Guys. Hey, guys. Come on. I didn't mean what I said. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. Come on. Hey. Hey! You two nobodies better be back here in 2 hours, and somebody better be on that frickin' field, or I'm gonna... I would... Ah! Get me Smizniak!
Devin, wait up.
Why?
Look, I heard what happened in there. We can make this right.
But what do you care? Huh? You stay here, maybe they'll bring back Smizniak, huh? That's what you wanted, right?
What are you talking about?
Ross told me how you felt. Yeah, what about
Come
that?
on, Devin. Grow up. We're way past that. And it's never gonna matter what I or anybody else thinks. It matters what you think. Look, you quit now, and you're giving yourself permission to quit on everything else in your life. I don't think that's who you are.
Nice speech, Coach. Let's go. Let's go, man. Come on, man.
Dev.
I don't want to talk about it, man.
So, what's this about some ceremony over at the rec hall tonight? Bunch of grown men fawning over football players. Lord, I do not get it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm back at work, so I don't think I'll make it.
Are you serious? You push around a wheelbarrow all day.
Hey! At least someone in this house is working. 22 years old and still have your mama coming over and cooking and cleaning for you.
Yeah, well, nobody asked you to.
That shows a waste of time if you ask me. Head in the clouds just like your daddy.
Yeah, way better to be stuck here in this dump hole getting applauded by nobodies, huh?
Hey, Colton Cruz, don't you talk to your mama like that.
Fine. I'll go start the car.
You know, not everyone's destined to be a big star, you know. You boys need to get that into your head.
Here you go.
Listen, Colt, he looks up to you. Just think about what I said.
Yeah, I'll give him a talk.
Oh, you look just like your daddy. Now go on, get out of here. Go on. These boys, what am I gonna do?
What are you doing?
Look, Dev. I put up with you for a long time, man. I've tried to be supportive through everything. But I've just gotten to the point where I'm just done. You want to waste your talent, you go right ahead. But if you're gonna quit, you know you need to tell him.
Keep driving.
No. I ain't moving. I'm so sick of doing everything the great Devin Wade wants, just so you can waste every opportunity we have.
You don't get it. And most days, I wish I wasn't state champion Devin Wade. It's exhausting being responsible for someone else. You know, I just want to be me.
You just want to be you. You is all you seem to care about. Flying solo hasn't worked out so well for you, has it? Anything ever happens to you, the wheels just come flying off and you just throw your hands up in the air. Well, guess what? I'm done being the one to pick you up, Dev.
What? Look, you don't know what it's like to lose your dad.
I don't. Did you ever meet my dad? Because I sure didn't. Your father was the closest thing I ever had to a dad, but you don't think about that because all you ever think about is yourself.
But at least you had your mom, man. I didn't have anyone after my dad died.
Not anyone? Come on, Dev, we're like brothers. But after your dad died, there was no talking to you. Listen, people die, Dev, but you can't just abandon everyone that cares about you, okay? Life goes on.
Man, you shut your mouth. I gotta put up with this crap.
You need to hear this. See, you always tell yourself you tried. But guess what? You never really tried. The first sign of trouble, and you head for the hills. That producer flipped out, and boy, did you see a green light and run. Because that's all you do, is run. You know what, Dev? I've been meaning to ask you. Those 3 picks against Oregon, did you throw them on purpose so you could run away?
Man, forget you, man!
No, man, forget you!
Man, forget you!
You go ahead and get out.
I ain't going nowhere!
I said get out.
I ain't going, I'm not getting out.
I'm not getting out! Okay.
Hey, Colt, I'm sorry, man.
No, man, it is always about you. And it has always been about you. I gave up the Super Combine for you, man. And for what? For this? No. Get out.
Colt.
Get out! Now!
You gonna take a break?
I came in late, gotta make up for it.
If you say so. But you're gonna make the rest of us look bad.
I've been making y'all look bad.
Well, I gotta say, it's cool having you back. Although it's temporary and all. You won't be
I'll be on time tomorrow. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah. I don't want to look weak in front of my crew.
Your crew? That's why your pop's name's on the sign. It don't even say "and sons."
How about I fire you, and then we'll see who the boss is.
All right. Calm down. Just funning with you.
Man, I see things haven't changed, huh?
Tell me about it. A lot of great memories here, man. But greener pastures ahead, right?
Yeah. Got that right.
Pressure comes. Wade to throw. And he is set. No, Wade, he breaks out of it. And boom, he stiff arms the tackler. And Devin dives over the top. He's in. Touchdown! Touchdown!
And you and Colt, man. You guys were unstoppable.
Gotta get it past the safety.
Anybody to throw to.
Are you kidding me?
Holy cheese fry!
Hey, you remember that game before state? Man, our team was so beat up. Man, how in the heck were you playing on both sides of the ball? Come on, nah.
Devin, I'm putting you in at free safety. Coach. If I tell you a rooster can pull a wagon, you hitch him up. You want to win this championship?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I won't let you down, Coach.
Go on out there and make me proud.
He throws it. Devin steps in front.
Picked off! Picked off!
Sayonara, Sayrita. Devin Wade is taking it to the house.
Yeah! Woo!
That's my boy! That's my boy! Woo-hoo!
Okay, we gotta take this.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Yeah, the guys are working hard.
Hey, D. Since you didn't take that break,
Yeah.
you gonna eat your lunch?
Yeah, I was planning to.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna work through it, I don't want it to spoil or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, looked like it was a big thing that you had here.
Did you not bring lunch?
Well, I ate mine.
You want mine too?
Yeah, if you're not gonna eat it, I mean,
I didn't really say I wasn't gonna eat it.
thanks, man. You're the best.
No, I didn't.
Thanks, man.
I didn't. Hey, don't eat my lunch, man.
You're the best, man. You're the long shot, huh? Haha. Devin Wade.
Yo, D-Man, you ready? Wait, what's up, man? Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I gotta finish this, guys.
Not anymore, you don't. We're busting you out of here.
Like I said, man, I gotta finish. I can't do it.
I'll tell you, boss, you're here till midnight. Besides, Mom said squeezing a slim fit jersey for nothing.
It's my thyroid.
Thyroid's a 36-pack of donuts.
You're just jealous. This is what a real man looks like.
Hey, Dev, ceremony starts in 45 minutes and everyone's gonna be there.
I know, man. I just can't.
Can't. Everyone put this together because you're in town.
I didn't ask him to.
You all right, man?
Is that Colt going?
Hell, man, we ain't enough.
Come on, D, let's roll.
Fine. We ain't leaving here without you.
Fellas, come on. Yeah. Just go to the ceremony.
up, boys? Sorry I'm late. Hope you got an extra shovel for me. And pull some extra strings for this one. It being retired and all.
Thanks for coming. I didn't think you would.
Come on, man. You're my best friend.
All right, you boys gonna slow dance? We're gonna finish this thing. Sun's setting. We got about 35 minutes to the ceremony.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. You heard the man. Months. Thing weighs a pound.
Come on, man.
1 pound?
Come on, Months.
I got a
1
bad
pound.
thyroid, man.
You lift yourself around all day. Come on, man. That should be easy for you.
I don't even think you know what a thyroid is.
Yeah, it's right here, man.
That's your thigh.
I'm gonna kick you right in the thyroid. You keep lifting off.
Where in the Sam Hill have y'all been?
Sorry, Coach. We had to get Devin.
Well, where'd you get him, in a coal mine? Dadgummit, I had those jerseys dry cleaned special.
No, that's my bad, Coach, but maybe no one will notice.
Well, they're not blind. Boy, sometimes I think that you have a $20 Stetson on top of a nickel noggin. Come on, line up here. Let's go. They're gonna call you in one at a time. Hey, you stay back. It's all alphabetical order. What you been doing, rolling around in a pig pen?
Yeah, sorry, Coach. I must have brushed up against a dirty truck or something.
Oh, don't turn into Colt on me.
Sure thing, Coach.
I wish your daddy was here to witness this.
Yeah, me too.
You know, he always said, football's family. Here we are.
And record holder in every passing category, the star of the hit show Longshot. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the pride of madness. It's Devin Wade.
And when you go out there, it's going to raise us a lot of funds. Go in there and save our team. Bring it back to us, son.
You got it, Coach.
Oh, I love that boy.
Hey, you want another one?
Nah, man, one's all I can take.
All right. Suit yourself. Man, I ain't never had a night like that. Never had a day like that either.
Yeah, I'm grateful for all of it.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, brother. Julia, what are you doing here?
I drove down. I've been trying to get a hold of you for days.
Yeah, well, Devin's not coming back to the show. Wait, are you?
Look, I understand why you left. But if you come back now, there's still time to get the show back on track.
No way. Not with Fountain still there.
I got this, man.
Sorry.
If we work together, we can get the show away from Ross.
What about the Legends game?
It'll be at the end of the season where it should have been all along.
Huh. It'd be the two of us, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then I'll do it.
Yeah, well, I will only come back on one condition. And when we get back to Austin, you and I go get dinner together. Just the two of us. What do you say?
Absolutely not.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm still in for the show, though.
Hey.
All right, well, I guess we'll see you back in Austin.
All right, you think that old junker will make it there?
I'm certain of it.
Oh.
I sound pretty good with that accent, don't I?
Crazy, man.
Yep, I call this puppy Old Faithful. Never let me down. Come on, Dev, we ain't got all night, baby.
I'm coming.
Julia!
Coach?
Devin, come on in. I wanted to talk with you before we met with the execs.
Coach, I just wanted to say
that...
I'm sorry. I'll go. Yeah, I just wanted to apologize for leaving. I never should have left. So, I'm sorry.
Have a seat.
Yeah, Coach.
You know, when you got here, I asked why you were on Longshot.
Yeah. I never gave you an answer.
Well, it's because it's a difficult question. You ever wonder why I was here?
Guess not.
Well, you know I was fired by St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
Well, years ago, I fought to draft as junior quarterback. This kid had all the talent in the world. I talked to brass into trading up to get him second overall. Expectations were sky high. My career hung in the balance. Well, I rushed this kid every step of the way. And in my offense, which is predicated on empty backfields, no extra protection, he was a sitting duck. I mean, heck, our favorite play was the deep dig. When he got hurt week 1, I hurried him back, and it was all because I had to succeed. I never said this out loud, but what I did, that was abuse. Within 2 years, no team would touch that kid. He was out of the league. Rams fired guy. That kid, he deserved better. Look, I came on this show to resurrect my career, to show everybody that the great Jack Ford was back. But a coach's job is to serve his players, and I violated that. I should have been there for you. I hope that you'll give me another chance, because I'm now ready to do whatever it takes for you to succeed. That is my lone goal going forward.
Wow. I really appreciate that, Coach.
You guys ready?
Yeah. Let's get to work.
Treated everybody like garbage.
You don't even know what position he
Enough.
plays.
Sir, if I could just say...
Oh, no. No. From my perspective, 2 things happen. 1, Ross, your on-camera behavior was appalling, and not in a fun way, all right? 2, Devin chose to take a leave of absence, putting the show at risk. 2 wrongs, neither right. We all have our reasons, yeah? I've been in this business for a very long time, and what I've learned is that there's always room for forgiveness. So it seems like we have 2 options. Put Julia in charge of Longshot and reassign Ross.
Sir, thank you.
No. Or we just fire Ross outright.
The ratings have been through...
No. I've been sitting here listening to what everybody has to say. The only person I haven't heard from is Devin. Superstar? What's it gonna be?
Devin. I took you off the scrap heap, okay? It's because of me. Every scout out there knows your name. All along, I've been the ally that you never knew you had.
Devin, I know what the coaches want, and you don't owe Ross anything.
These guys may know the coaches, but I know the owners.
Owners? It won't matter if he makes you look like a distraction instead of the talent that you are.
Devin, please. I'm begging you, please. I have a house. I have children, ex-wives.
Ross did create this opportunity.
Exactly, exactly. So what I'm hearing is that Julia is the problem.
Julia is my biggest supporter.
Right. No, exactly. Right. So we should just dump Jack Ford.
Jack's my coach.
What a nice moment for you, Jack. I'm gonna let you have it.
Ross, if you have any interest in remaining with this organization, and let me tell you, you are pushing it. You'd be wise to zip it now.
Yes, sir. Mr. Broad, sir.
Julia, congratulations. You're the new executive producer of Longshot. Jack, you are Julia's first choice, and now you're mine, babe. I'm putting Ross in an advisory role to Longshot, answering to Julia, and if anybody has any issue with this decision, I kindly invite you to gather your things and watch your tuchus on the way out the door.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Stay out of my way. Congratulations.
Jack.
Coach.
Good work.
Thanks, Coach.
Mr. Bride, thank you.
It's my pleasure.
So you won't regret it.
No, I doubt I will.
Thank you.
Hey, you ready for me, Coach?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Cool.
Jack, am I too early?
Oh, right on time, Dan. Devin, I want you to meet my good friend, Dan Marino.
Yeah, I really appreciate you being here.
Thrilled to meet you. I'm a big fan.
Wait, you know who I am?
I watch every episode.
Wow. Thanks.
You know Danny's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He's got a lot of things he wants to share with you. I'll see you guys later?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'll get you to take a lap.
All right, that's cool. So what happened next?
So we're down 18, late in the third quarter. Got the guys in the huddle, and I told them we're gonna throw the ball on every play until we win the game.
What happened?
You ever heard of fake spike? So we got back to within 3 on the Jets' 9-yard line. 22 seconds left. Defense screws up. I fake the spike. We win the game.
Wow.
Look, I'm not saying don't listen to your coaches. But sometimes you gotta go back to what works on the playground. Like my father always said, you can't defend a perfect pass.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, enough with the chit-chat. Let's go have some fun.
All right.
How about we see what you can do when you stop thinking and start trusting your gut?
Yes, sir.
Relax, you can call me Dan.
Okay, done.
Jack sent me a tape on you, and the one thing I like is you seem to want to stay in the pocket.
Oh, it always seemed like the safest place.
Exactly. How do you think I stayed upright for 17 years? Anyway, let's have some fun. Hey, guys, let's bring it in. Are you guys good with a quick game of 7-on-7?
All right, let's go.
First team to 21 wins. 15 yards for a first down, 4 seconds to get rid of the ball, and the quarterback can't cross the line of scrimmage. Get it?
Hey, Coach, am I playing defense?
Sure, I think it'll be good for you to see the field from the safety spot.
All right. All right, boys, here we go. All right, let's go out there and have some fun, all right? Let's do it. This is gonna be a tight throw. Gotta get it just right.
Yeah! Yes! Nice throw. Wade takes it. Nice job, guys. Told you. Just relax, have fun, let the game come to you.
Yeah, I definitely felt more comfortable than I have in a long time.
See, there's very few quarterbacks were born with the talent that you have. All you have to remember is why you fell in love with the game.
Okie dokie, so the Legends game is on the schedule where it belongs. The final episode before the NFL Draft. But I want to talk to you about the next episode. We initially planned to visit a military base, and I still think it's a great idea for the show. But I wanted to ask if you think it's best if you stayed here to study.
I'll do it.
Really?
Yeah, but on one condition.
Captain. At ease, Wade. It's good to see you, son.
You too, Cap.
How was the flight?
You know, an easy 18 hours.
And you brought this gentleman along?
Dan Marino, sir.
Yeah, I know. I grew up in Jersey. He broke the Jets' hearts every time I turned on the television. You must be Julia.
Thanks for having us, Captain McCarthy.
Oh, my pleasure. You know, Devin is a darn fine carpenter, but it is way more fun to watch him run around on TV than it is watching him cut wood.
Colton Cruz.
Hey.
I'm also on the show.
Okay, I bet you are.
8,000 miles from home, and it was this place that brought you back to football.
I'll field that one, if you don't mind.
Please.
You see, I knew who Devin was. Now, I don't know if the other guys knew, but when he got here, he was reclusive. Always had his head down. So a year or so in, I decided to give him a little push. So I hid these footballs around, here, there. Boy, did he ever take the bait.
Is that true?
It's funny you ask, Dan the man, because I can show you. Set it up just like you had it. Close as I can remember, anyway. You see, Devin would build these crates and then smash them up. You want to show him?
Yeah, help me out.
Let's do it.
So tell me, Captain, why Devin?
Well, I actually know a little something about regret. See, I was a kicker in college, and my junior year, we're playing in the Sugar Bowl. And I missed 3 field goals. It lost us the game. I couldn't face my teammates. I couldn't even face the fans. So I quit. Just convinced myself I wasn't any good. And a year later, I graduated and came here. You can't undo your own mistakes. Maybe you can help others avoid making theirs.
Okay, so it's 7 points for the deep ones, 5 for the middle, 3 for the ones up close.
Colt, you want to keep score?
Yes, sir.
All right. Score as many points as possible before the timer runs out. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Show me how it's done.
Age before beauty.
Best 2 out of 3?
I got a better idea.
We're playing football against Dan Marino.
Pretty cool, right?
All right, heroes. We always play man-to-man.
Okay, anybody we need to worry about?
Sergeant Carrot. Yeah, the one in the patrol cap. Yeah, she's pretty fast.
Okay, Colt, you cover her. I'll find the slow guy.
Okay. What are we playing to?
Why don't you guys just let me know when you're tired? Devin, you remember how the downs work?
Yeah, sure. So there are no first downs or anything like that. Each team gets 4 tries to score, fail to score, and the other team gets a shot.
Right. And definitely no kicking.
All right.
Like the cruise missile in Miami, did you, Danny boy?
Don't be sad, little guy. I burn guys way faster than you.
Little guy?
Oh, man, she called you a little guy.
Shh. I don't want to hear from you, Mr. Find me a slow guy.
Wait. At least he didn't call me a little guy.
It's a she.
No, I thought you put... Look. Okay. All right, next team that scores wins.
Right there.
All right, I'm calling audible.
What?
What's up, Wade?
All right, remember that thing we talked about?
Sure do.
Bring it in, boys.
Wait a minute.
Come on, get out here,
what's
win this
going
thing
on?
for us. Get out, come on.
Yeah, go,
Get out here.
go, go, go.
Come on.
Cap, let's do this.
It's been a long time.
Cap, come on.
Get out
Come
there.
Got it. Go.
Get your butt out here, sir. Sorry.
That's what I thought. All right, you can hold?
Sure. Excuse me, Mr. Marino.
You can call me Dan.
Oh, okay. Dan. Could you sign that ball for me?
Sure. Who would you like me to make it out to, soldier?
I'm not actually. Just fill it out to Colt. And right. Great catch.
I don't remember you on our team.
Well, I wasn't. It was an interception, actually. But you could write great interception if you want to. and then write your pal, and then sign your name.
How about if I just sign Dan Marino?
Yeah. That works.
There you go.
Thank you, Dan. Bye, Dan.
See ya, whoever you are.
Devin, I want to thank you. It was truly an honor playing with you. And Dan. But seriously, it was a dream come true.
Better call me.
Okay.
All right, thanks, everyone. Unfortunately, we've got to get right back to Austin.
All right, hey, Miss Vasco, could you do me a favor? Look after this guy for me?
Promise.
All right, appreciate it. Colt.
Pleasure, sir.
Be good.
Hey, Julia.
A few items.
Yo.
First, I've been filling out the roster for the Legends game, and one of the guys said he's one of your best friends.
Who?
Mario Gonzalez.
Mario. Yeah, I know him.
Should we bring him into the mix?
Yeah, I'd say invite him. He's not a bad guy.
Then he's in.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be fun to beat him.
So, apparently Ross wasn't completely honest about signing the Legends. They're out.
Wait, that's better for me, right?
Maybe. Maybe not.
So who am I playing?
Well, that's the thing. Jack felt for the scouts to care about this game. The other players needed to have something at stake.
Okay.
Everyone involved is a former NFL player hoping to get back on the league. So, younger and faster with something to prove.
Jeez.
Ready for some lighter news?
There's more.
Hey, that trip cost us valuable time. An interesting offer came in today. Pat Kerwin would like to have you on his show.
What'd you tell him?
I wanted to talk to you first. I know they loved you going to the Middle East. Everyone did. I mean, the social media response was nuts.
Yeah, I just wonder what they want to ask, though.
Well, I can't say, but this is as safe as it's going to be for you. If you're serious about being an NFL quarterback, we need to get you comfortable with the media. This is a great chance for you to face your past head on, for everyone to see. What do you say?
Okay, let's do it.
Great. I'll let him know.
Devin, I love the show. And I gotta tell you, the last episode, when I found out you were a military guy, I was fired up for you. But it is not the traditional method of getting to the National Football League. So here's my first question, kid. How does a 5-star college player quit and join the Army?
You know, after everything that happened at UT, me falling apart, my dad had died. You know, as you can imagine, it was a very difficult time for me. You add to that the embarrassment of how I left UT. You know, in the media, the media was all over me. You know, all I wanted to do was to, go where no one knew my name and no one cared about football. I guess I found my escape in the Army. I didn't have some big heroic reason to go, nor am I a hero in any way. I met a lot of heroes in my time in the Middle East.
You know, it's a life choice and you made it. And I have a lot of respect for you. But on the other side of the coin, if you had a chance to do it all over again, what would you do?
Wow. If I could do it all over again, I would have talked about it. I mean, any of it. But that's hindsight. I made the mistake of not leaning on Colt or my teammates, because in my mind, the only person that could help me get through it, my dad, was gone.
Well, I got to tell you, Devin, that hits me pretty hard personally because my father coached me growing up, and I cherish those moments with my father. And I got to believe now that you're more mature, you're able to draw from those moments and make you a stronger person. And I also got to tell you this, when you think about Captain McCarthy, I got to believe he had a big hand in getting you from there to here.
Captain McCarthy helped me find my love for football again. There's no question about that. But there were a number of people that helped me get to this spot. There's my best friend, Colt. There's Coach Jack Forward, Julia, our producer, even Ross Fountain.
Wow, I didn't think we'd hear Ross Fountain's name on the praise list.
Well, he did create the show, so.
Devin, it's time to talk to you about the Legends game. You're going to be on a football field with a bunch of NFL veterans. It's an environment you've never been in before.
Yeah, true.
You might be way over your head, but guess what? It's going to decide if you're drafted or not. I want your reaction and how you feel about the pressure of that game.
Well, they put together quite a cast for this thing, and I'd be lying to you if I didn't admit that I wasn't a little bit nervous. I am. But, that being said, I just have to play within myself and make sure I'm one of those 256 players drafted next weekend. Truth be told, I'll do whatever it takes. If they tell me I gotta walk across a hotbed of coals, wearing nothing but a football helmet, I'll do it.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Next thing on my mind is this TV show. You know how you got here, Devin? You got here because you're a TV star. I have questions, and my question is this to you. Are you just a TV star, or are you really a football player?
Okay, well, the truth is I want to play pro football. But I have been working on my footwork with Dan Marino, so I'm kind of expecting an invite to Dancing with the Stars. And just after everything I've been through this past year, I wouldn't mind trying to win Survivor, too. But seriously, though, come on, guys. You see me on camera. I'm pretty sure it's either football or bust for me.
Well, for Longshot, you were competing against Mike Schmizniak. Admit it, he came off like a pompous jerk, and you wanted to crush him.
Yeah, I'm sure Mike's a good guy. Maybe he was just having a bad set of days.
Oh, come on, Devin. That's a political answer. You were winning me over until I started hearing that kind of stuff.
Well, let's get you out of here with this. If you had the opportunity to pick any NFL team, which would you pick?
Oh, I'll play for anybody.
Oh, no. There you go again, Dev. How about we start here?
I always loved the Giants.
Now, that wasn't very hard. Now you got yourself back on track. Devin, I can't thank you enough for being here. I wish you all the luck in the world. You've been a great guest today.
But look, thank you guys for having me. I mean, I watch your show like every day, so I really appreciate it.
Jim, I'm getting the feeling he's winning you over.
You got it, Pat. That young man has won me over. I think he's going to be fantastic in the league.
I like his arm, and I like his attitude.
And we're clear.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
was fabulous.
Wow. Can you believe that?
You did really well.
Wow, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much.
Ready for the next one, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's right.
It's a long shot, long shot. Yeah, come on in, it's open.
Hey, you got a minute to talk?
Yeah, man, yes, I do. But first, take a seat.
Okay.
I want you to listen to something. I want you to tell me what you think, okay? All right. I mean, it's... Just listen. Heading down the Midwest Highway, chasing down the end skyline. Brothers in arms just headed to the combine. As the day turns into night, clock's ticking down and there's one more play. One more pass and you're on your way. This is where it gets good. Hey, he's a long shot, it's a long shot. Ooh. Gonna be ready for something tonight. Gotta be something for the big bright lights. He's a long shot, he's a long shot. Ooh. Yeah, something to win the game. Some Hall of Fame, I don't know, man. It's that's all I got. What do you think?
You wrote that?
Yeah. I mean, for you, for us. For, the show. I don't know. I was gonna show it to Julia. You think she'll like it?
It was amazing.
Yeah? All right. I mean, you really think so? I mean, it's just a start, but...
No. Well, how long you been working on it?
About 30 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow, man. It was great. It's great.
Cool.
It's great.
Oh, wait, hey, D, you want to ask me something?
Nah, you answered it. You answered it.
Yes, I did.
My man.
Yes, I did, because I'm psychic. So I know you better than you know yourself, D. All right, you like it. Okay, this is good. This is good. Yeah. I'm ready for something tonight. The big bright lights. Win this game. Gonna go to the Hall of Fame. Yes, that's it.
At the moment Longshot fans have all been waiting for.
Yeah, Brandon, Devin Wade gets his shot to prove himself here tonight.
And an interesting setup for this one. Wade's team, they'll only be playing one side of the football.
Yeah, that's right, Brandon. He's going to lead his offense in a series of 5 different scenarios.
And let's be clear, it's not just any offense against any defense. Devin certainly has a little help back there. Justin Forsett lining up in the backfield.
And the same could be said for the defense. Former NFL player Larry English is out here trying to prove himself tonight in Longshot.
And no doubt that's what's got so many people tuning in. Right now, let's go down to the field.
Larry, it's good to see you again, but the question everybody wants to know is how does it feel to be out there again today?
Man, great. I feel, my body's healthier than I've been in a while, and, really at this point, I just want to show people I can still play.
Well, listen, this is your shot. This is your chance. This is your opportunity to redeem yourself. Everybody's waiting, and I know they're excited to see you back in uniform, as am I. Good luck out there today.
Thank you.
Man, I wish I had a jersey to put on.
If you want these scouts to buy in, you got to leave it all out there on the field. You've come a long way. It's time to show off to the world. Let's go.
Yes, sir, Coach. Don't get in your head. Trust your arm, and you'll ace this.
All set?
Let's ride!
So, Charles, what are Devin and the guys facing on the first challenge?
But when we're calling a normal game, we call this 4-minute offense. They call this first challenge, put the game away. He's going to start at his 20-yard line with 4 minutes left on the clock.
All right, boys, here we go. All right, come on, eyes on me. Let's go out there and prove to the world that we belong.
Well, we definitely belong. I mean, I was all-conference at UT, and I know I haven't played it down in the NFL, but we're standing next to a bunch of dudes who have.
No, I know we do. We just need to prove it to the scouts and to the people back home.
Oh, man, I can't wait till one of these dudes comes to me. I'm gonna show these guys just how fast a cruise missile really is.
All right, good. All right, look, these guys have never played together like we have, all right? We've been lining up in this huddle since we were 7 years old.
Yeah, it feels like old times, doesn't it?
You got that right, man.
What's happening, fellas? Y'all got room for one more?
Yeah.
This is awesome. What are you doing here?
It's my audition tape, man. I went from playing with Philip Rivers to sitting on my couch. Ain't ready to call it quits yet. Hey, I heard you know this long shot dude.
Oh, yeah, I played with this chump back in high school, man. You know that guy that has everything and still whines about it? That's him. I've had to work for everything in my life. I make some plays tonight, it might be my name to call next week instead of his. Yeah. Hey, you just stay out of my way, all right? Let's go.
Let's go, big dog. Come on.
All right, Devin, here's the play. Trips right, 34 blast. You got to drive down the field for 4 minutes without giving the ball back. Run out the clock, and you complete the challenge. Give it back to the other team, you failed. Be careful, they're going to be expecting you to run, so I'm going to mix in plenty of pass plays.
You got trips right, 34 blasts. Okay, ready?
Hey, long shot. You gonna get hit today.
That technically counts as a win. Nice job.
A nice job by Devin Wade on the first challenge, don't you think?
Yeah, you know, he did just fine. He got rid of the nerves and showed that he could handle the pressure. But I do think it'll be interesting to see him handle what's coming up because there are a lot of challenges left.
Now, here's where guys under center make their money, the 2-minute drill.
And that is challenging. But all-time greats like Dan Marino and Tom Brady, they've made their bones in moments like this. Let's see how Devin handles it.
All right, here we go, fellas, here we go. All right, let's go gun. Trips right, verticals. All right, let's get everybody deep. Let's get everybody deep.
Hey, there better be some looks for me on this drive here, Dev. I mean, we have been waiting for this our whole lives, man.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you, baby. Let's go.
Well, get me too. I'm the one people remember.
Oh, they're gonna remember the cruise missile. Trust me on that.
All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Ready? Right.
The who? Cruise missile?
All right, Devin, make smart decisions on this drive. Use the sidelines, conserve the clock, 80 yards to go.
Here's the throw, and it's complete. And now a first down. Certainly a good job on passing the challenge, but maybe some little things that were a little off there.
I think you're right on target with that. Some good, some bad. And the good was that he handled all the big things very, very well. So there are some little things that you see that he needs to clean up, but that's true of every young quarterback, and I expect that to improve over time.
All right, now let's go to Dan Marino. He's been part of Devin's long shot team. Dan, I'm curious, were you part of the group that set up these challenges?
I was, and I look forward to this one the most. It will test every aspect of Devin's game. Devin will be backed up to the 1-yard line and has to drive the team into field goal range with very little time left on the clock.
And Dan, I like that these are so difficult. It would be almost unfair to Devin if the show gave him a pass. Let's put him in these tough situations and see how he handles them.
Exactly what we're thinking, Charles.
I didn't think I'd ever be back here.
It's pretty cool, right?
Maybe for you, these people didn't exactly care for me too much when I left.
It's in the past.
Devin Wade, get off the field!
Or not.
Come on, everybody! Wade, you suck! Wade, you suck! Wade, you suck!
Okay, Devin, this is beyond difficult.
Wade, you suck!
I want you to focus on getting out of the end zone.
And then start working towards field goal range.
They're focusing on the things that tell you whether he'll make it at the next level.
Right, look,
and whether
this
it's
one's
worth
pretty
taking
simple.
a chance on to make him a quarterback in the NFL.
What? I want you to prove to these scouts that you can play well without Colt. I want you to prove that you can do this on your own.
How? Are you going to take him out?
No. I just want you to complete the challenge without throwing a pass to him.
But why? What is that even going to prove?
Devin, you have relied on Colt your entire life, and it's time for you to show them that you can play well without it. Trust me. This is going to answer a lot of questions that these scouts have about you.
Okay, yeah, and I'll get the other guys more involved. No problem.
Hey, this is going to pay off, and I guarantee you it is going to mean something next week. Right?
You got it, Coach. All right, here we go. All right, let's go single back, 324 rocket, X corner, Z drag.
Yo, what's the catch? It seems pretty easy.
Okay, the catch is they want me to prove I can drive the ball down the field without Colt help.
What? That's Bush League, man. Who made that decision?
Look, man, hey, stop worrying about it. Let's just drive the ball down the field and score, all right? All right, here we go. Ready?
But you're not the only one trying to get drafted here. Throw me a bone.
Come on, man. You know I wasn't trying to ignore you. I just had to take what the defense was giving me.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just freaking out that this might be it for me. Any chance to get noticed could help.
Solid win there for Devin and his teammates.
Yeah, it was, and that wasn't easy. But it's been a mixed bag for him so far. He needed that result. Maybe now that'll be the kickstart he needed.
Great, now it's raining. Hey, let me guess. Yeah, 3rd and 15.
Man, come on. What, did they fly in Oregon Ducks uniforms for this challenge, too? Come on.
I hope not.
D, just calm down, okay? You spent the last 6 months getting over that night, and I know you have. Now you just have to show millions of people at home that you have to.
You're right.
Let's go.
So here we go, challenge number 5, and the raindrops starting to fall. And this is a little eerie. I'm thinking it, I know you are, and I know most people are. This is becoming very reminiscent of that game against Oregon, his final game at UT.
You're exactly right. Now that it's starting to come down, that inclement weather is going to either get into his head or he gets out of his head, because that last pass he threw that actually counted, this exact situation, this exact scenario, he's got to defeat that in order to win this challenge.
One play here. Can Devin Wade finally put the demons to rest that have haunted him for the last 4 years?
Let's just get out of the half. Keep it simple. If it's not there, don't force it.
Good, Coach.
Hey, yo, D, we need this. I can beat my guy deep.
Colt is not the play, man.
I know, but if we don't show something here, we might be sitting. Come on, you wanted to dedicate this game to your dad. Let's do it for him. Let's go. I'll be open.
No matter what happens, I'm proud of you both.
You can't defend a perfect pass.
You know what? There's no such thing as always a safe bet.
With a catch. What a catch and what a throw by Wade.
Hey, don't get too excited. I expected you to know that that check down was the smart decision. Look, I know it's hard to resist throwing the Colt for the big play, but what we really needed there was a completion to keep the clock running. Now, you enjoy the moment, but remember, you can make a better decision there. Now, get back out there. Keep this drive going.
Okay, Coach, what are we running?
Whatever you want, you earned it.
Coach.
See? Told you I had your back.
I wasn't going to drop it this time.
Now the attention shifts to the offense with 1:30 on the clock. Let's see if they play it safe or come out aggressive.
But this is a great opportunity for Wade to change history. If I'm him, I'm not playing it safe at all. I'm cutting it loose.
Caught for a touchdown. And what a moment for these two long shots.
3, 2, 1, lift off, baby. We did it, boy.
That was big time, man. I love you, man. Oh, man.
And Charles, if I'm hearing this correctly, and I think that I am, the Longhorn faithful in the crowd, they're now chanting Wade's name.
And for Devin Wade to come back to this stadium in front of these fans and win them over, you know it's something he's been dreaming about. What a special moment.
Was I all right? You were way better than all right.
You were so great!
Wasn't that awesome?
Big D. Ha, hey, we did it. We did it!
Come on, man. Just reach up. Give me a high five. Come on, man.
Yes!
I'm back in.
Devin, you better get changed. I'm sure some people would like to talk to you.
You put together a great show. I'm proud to be a part of it.
Would have been a lost cause without you. You think you'll make it?
In the NFL? Well, if he can complete passes like that against that competition, they gotta at least take a look.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, man.
That bad?
No, not all of them. Here's one from Yogi Roth. Some teams are intrigued by hashtag Longshot, hashtag Devin Wade.
Okay. Ooh, that's good, right?
There you go, yeah. Good. You're your own hashtag, man. Come on. Oh, wait, there's more. But others say he's draft kryptonite. Comes with a circus a la Tim Tebow. What? No.
Nah,
Come on.
Nah. Yeah, that hurts.
Speaking of hurting, Devin Wade ain't worth the hoopla. Play old men all day, but not ready for NFL. Old? Man, Scuba Steve needs to check himself, man.
Yeah. You know what? Just let me find another good one.
Is it that hard?
I got one. Wade made great choices time and again. From the Barry Sanders.
What? Yeah, baby.
Are you serious?
The legend.
Oh, and this one's from @US Army. Great to see Devin Wade crush the legends on the long shot finale. Hashtag Army Strong.
Wow, that's really cool they did that, man.
Wait till you hear this. From Draft Scout. I haven't finished my official full analysis yet, but early breakdown makes Devin Wade a 5th-round prospect. How about that, baby?
That's
awesome. Let me check this.
That's money in the bank.
Hey, Chad, I don't think you're old at all, man. Yeah, speaking of which, I can call it Chad, right?
Yeah, you call him with.
You mind putting your name on here?
Selfie.
Hey! Hey, Muns, you might want to do that again. Yeah, I think your flash was off.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
I'm just saying. Just listen. No, could you sign that for me?
Yeah, you gotta give me a pen. I don't have a pen on me.
Hey, man, you like ribs?
What kind?
Any?
Mr. Cinco? Is it Ocho? Chad? Mr. Cinco?
I mean, you just called me a 5.
Mr. Johnson?
5. Yeah, he just called me Cinco. You just called me a 5. Like,
That's-
hey, 5.
That's
Man,
like
that's
your middle
messed
name.
up, man.
Oh, it's all together. I'm sorry.
Hey, Chad, I don't think you're old at all, man.
Hey, Devin, this is Kirk Cousins. Love you on the show, but I have just one question. How could you not throw to Colt?
Hey, Devin, this your boy Josh Norman. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Hey, don't worry about them haters. But, hey, I am looking forward to you coming to the league so I can pick 6 your tail and ride Delta all the way home off your air and throw.
Oh, man, some girl just wrote, I only watch Longshot for Colt. Why do they spend so much time on Devin? Hashtag
Not my long shot.
Come on, give me that, man.
Uh-oh.
Hey, man. How she look? Oh, pretty cute.
Man, let me shut that nonsense down, man.
Hey, man, I'm hungry. Why don't we get some grub? Come on.
Oh, what else is new? Muntz is hungry.
Hey, why you gotta make fun of me? Man, eat, Colt.
Greedy.
Oh, come
Man,
on. Eat. Let's go. Let's ride.
You're already overweight.
It's my thyroid, Ocho Cinco. Come on, man. You of all people should respect the thyroid.
Hey, yo, Coach. Hey, I'm fixing to head back to Mathis.
Hey, actually take a seat for a minute.
Yeah?
So the reaction from the media and the scouts has been pretty positive. But the problem is they aren't the people who make the ultimate decisions.
Meaning what?
Meaning that I've been talking with the GMs and the coaches across the league, and right now you're looking at a third or fourth string quarterback.
Okay.
The consensus of the coaches is that as a backup, you may not be worth the distraction this show brings.
So it's over?
Well, not over, it's not looking great.
You know, when this all started, man, I wasn't sure I could do this or even if I wanted to. And now that I know what I want, it's like Longshot's the thing that got me here. It's the thing that's holding me back.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Man, me too. You know, truth is, Coach, I'd do the whole thing all over again. Thanks for picking me up when I was down. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, Devin. So you stay in touch and you let me know what's happening.
You got it, Coach.
You know what I'd like to see today? This kid, Devin Wade, get drafted. And you know why? Because I think when you get to the later rounds of the draft, you look for special stories, special kids. And I think this kid has it. Listen, I've been on a lot of USO tours, and I see the things that make these kids up. Talk about commitment, determination, courage. I think this kid has it. Get into a camp, give him a chance, because I think what you see is a special kid, with a special skill set, and I think he'll embrace the opportunity.
You go, Dev.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Rich Eisen, along with Charles Davis.
How you feeling, brother?
I'm good.
Better than that soon. Today's the day.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
Where's Colt?
No.
All right, I got him. I mean, I had to go all the way into Austin, but I got him. Pretzels. No, hats. 2 from each NFL team. You know, for when we get drafted.
Oh, what a complete waste of money.
So what's it gonna be, Dev? Huh? Are we gonna be Cowboys, huh? Maybe Seahawks? Think I look pretty good in neon.
Dude, I would wear pink if that means we get drafted.
I'll take the text. Hey, hands off. These are for draft picks only. All right, get your popcorn ready. Popcorn?
All right,
yeah.
Let's do it.
You want some?
Yeah, man, I want popcorn, and I want pretzels now, too.
Start with the bowl game against Nebraska. He was terrific. Then get into
Hey,
the
Dev.
offseason when the coaches...
I hate to miss this, man, but Jess is gonna go nuts if I don't take the kids off her hands.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man.
All right, man, but the 5th round's your round.
Thanks, brother.
All right, brother. Hey, cool.
I'll say it if nobody else will. Any team that hadn't picked you already is a dang fool.
Thanks, Coach.
I'll tell you what. 4 QBs went off in the first 4 rounds. All the top prospects are off the board. It's lining up perfectly.
What do you have to say on this subject? Welcome back to our draft coverage. Class 5. While we were gone, Howard Wilson became the latest member of the Cleveland Browns we saw. And look who the Cleveland Browns, pardon me, the Detroit Lions just selected.
How about that? Tre'Darius Johnson, the quarterback out of Kentucky.
I can't believe Tre'Darius Johnson got picked before D. He got kicked off Longshot.
All right, fellas, that's it.
He's off the board 26 picks into the 5th round. I think that's a little
Call me when you're drafted. I'm sure it'll work out just fine.
Thanks, Coach.
Bye, Coach.
With only 5 picks left here in the 5th round in the NFL Draft of 2017, Devin Wade of Longshot fame, yes, that QB remains undrafted. I am hearing whispers, though, that he's likely to go late in the 6th round. I'm hearing at least 2 teams are in need of wide receiver help, and they have him on their radar.
Did y'all hear that? Well, it hasn't happened yet, so...
That's awesome! Awesome, guys!
Seattle before the Los Angeles teams go back to back. We're also going to have...
Man, I really hope it's true.
Oh, I know it is. We're both getting drafted.
Well, guess what, guys? We're 24 picks into the 6th round. The Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock.
Hey. Twitter's saying you're gonna get taken right here.
Oh, but wait, don't we hate this team?
Not if they draft us.
Oh.
We're on the air all day, live from Philadelphia and all points
Told you.
around the country and the globe.
Amazing.
Hello, this is Devin Wade.
They still need an edge rusher. That's one of my things on my...
Yes, sir. Yeah, one moment. That's for you.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock, and the Vikings already have had a draft. They traded up a couple of times.
Hello, Colton Cruz speaking. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Who was it?
The pick is in.
I am so sorry. Never do this. May I have this one? Because there's a major connection here. Thank you. All right. Folks, this is great. With the 25th pick in the 6th round of the NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select the little guy that could, the cruise missile, Colt Cruz, wide receiver, University of Texas.
Woohoo! You did it, man! You know, Devin, man, I don't know how this happened. I'm so sorry.
He's quick like a Julian Edelman. I believe in this kid. You know, it's an intriguing conversation.
Man, don't apologize, man. You kidding me? It's great. Dude, congrats.
He's right. There's nothing to be sorry about. This is...
You sure?
Kidding me? It's awesome.
I'm in the NFL!
All right, let's face it, guys. The selection of Colt Cruz was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit more than a bit of a surprise. But the NFL is always looking for intelligent receivers to deal with those complex defenses. And as for Devin Wade, who we now know is the story going forward, there's 2 picks left for Colt Cruz's team in the 7th round. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they think about reuniting those Longhorn teammates.
What? Did you hear that, Dev? You and Cole on the same team again? What?
You crazy?
It's gonna happen. Just you watch. It will. Oh, my baby boy's in the NFL.
Hey, congrats, man.
Thanks, baby.
Huge.
So proud of you, man. Thanks, man.
Do you feel the long shot experiment is a failure if Devin Wade doesn't get drafted?
You know, I take issue with that question. There is no reason that a young man giving his all should ever be seen as a failure. I mean, look at Colt Cruz. Without Longshot, maybe his name doesn't get called today. Answer the question that you should have asked. I have faith that Devin's going to be drafted.
Been a great 3 days here in Philadelphia. That is...
It's not gonna happen.
It is gonna happen.
There's only 6 picks left.
See? I told you.
Man, it's geese.
Shoot.
Gems can be found anywhere. Okay, here we go.
And with the 31st pick of the 7th round, the Seattle Seahawks select
Devin Wade.
Colt, they would have called.
Wolverine Justice, linebacker, University of Michigan.
It's okay. It's okay, baby. Still got 1 more pick left.
All right, guys, we're down to the final pick of the 2017 NFL Draft. You know what that means?
Sorry.
Mr. Irrelevant. And this year's Mr. Irrelevant, the Seattle Seahawks have selected DeAndre Poole, defensive back, UCF.
Are you kidding me? No.
This is why I told you boys not to get your hopes up.
I sealed my fate when I walked off that field 4 years ago.
No, Devin, don't say that.
You know, I thought Longshot or the Combine would fool people. But I quit. Now I gotta pay the price.
You did a lot, D.
I'm just glad my dad's not here to see this crap.
Deb.
Oh. Oh, man.
Hey, look at me. We don't always get the win. But you play hard, you give it what you got to give, and I earned you the right to carry yourself like a winner. You hear me? All right.
You got a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
Look, I know you're upset, but you gotta realize this is Colt's moment too. Don't make it so he can't enjoy it.
No, you're right. I'll go congratulate him.
Yo, Dev. Hey, Dev.
Yeah.
It's for you.
Who is it?
Hey, just take it.
Hello?
Devin, hey, it's Dan. I asked my agent to make some calls for you. I've got some good news, my man. 2 teams want to sign you. Not a lot of money, but you're going to get a shot there. The first team is the Giants, and I know that's your favorite team, but I think you're going to want to hear the second.
Who is it?
It's the Eagles, which is great. Your boy Colt's going there. Tell me what you're thinking, my man. We don't have a lot of time.
Hey, what's going on?
Hold on.
With the first option, I think you've got an easier shot at the number 3 job. Maybe number 2. With the second, it's a dogfight. But Colt's there, so it'll be a coin flip. Let me know what you want to do.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Really? We're gonna be teammates?
Cool, I'll let them know.
All right, thanks, Dan. I appreciate it, man.
We're gonna be on the same team. High school, college, now the NFL, man.
I know it's crazy, right?
Woo! Sounded like there was another option. What was it?
It was the Giants.
Really? Wow, man, that's your... Wow.
Hey, better together, right?
You know it. We did it, baby.
Shake it, bake, baby.
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm gonna grab your hat. Tell the guys. Woo!
All right.
Watch out, world. You ain't ready for us. You ain't ready for us. Hey, Mom. Mom.
Devin Wade at the line for the final play of the game. It's 4th and a mile. It's the biggest moment of your life.
Devin, tell us what you're feeling right now.
Just trying to stay in the moment.
Slow your roll. The guy is a late pick. He's got about a 10% chance of making it in the National Football League. I'm cheering for him like you are, but calm down. He's not a hero yet in this game. But to you, Mr. Wade, good luck.
others they've got none.
Under everything, just another human being. Oh, I don't want to hurt. There's so much in this world to make me bleed. Stay with me. You're all I see. I didn't mean, oh shoot. Ah, I did it again. I'm so late, man. Hey, I gotta run, but dinner tonight, okay?
Yeah, you got it.
And you're paying. Yeah, Mr. Moneybags. Oh, shoot. My keys. See ya.
All right, bud. I haven't given you anything to be proud of for a while. But that's all gonna change now.
Rolling down the Midwest highway, chasing down the Indy skyline. Brothers in arms going to the combine as the day turns into night. Always knew that we'd be back here. It's gonna be different this time. Forget about all our past years. No more watching from the sidelines. Clock ticks down, last minute of play. One last chance and I'm on my way. It's a long shot, it's a long shot. Yeah, this time I'm not playing nice. Yeah, I'm ready for the big time lights. It's a long shot, it's a long shot. I won't have no regrets this time. Yeah, I'm gonna get it right. This only happens once in a lifetime. There ain't no looking back. This can be my day to shine. Let this be the final pass.